And yes, a great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. The Bills send the punter in. They'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Taken from just outside the 30. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
To throw on 2nd down. Freeman, man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
This is caught.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Freeman open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Freeman. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series has really established some confidence in him to run this offense.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the play.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now on first down. He's got Cook running the slant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Cowboys at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, Cook. They find some open field here. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 2nd and goal, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have broken the tie.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on first down. Freeman. Left side to Lamb. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Freeman. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first and 10, Freeman. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw. Freeman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A give to Elliott running left. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They go to Elliott again. 58 yards rushing forward to the ball game now on 14 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Freeman. He finds his man complete. That's Richards. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Shakir hauls it in.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Freeman. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 47 yards.
And the Cowboys take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown.
Gabriel Davis catch. 75 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Freeman. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
James Cook
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bills take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the gun, it's Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Quentin Morris,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch. They're made over 25-yard line. The Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go now. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Freeman. He finds his man. Complete. It's Richards.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a lemon of a kick there. This is going to be spotted down right on the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Certainly not the best of throws that time from the rookie QB.
And now he'll need the support from the home crowd and the hometown fans, because
They know they've got a gem here. They know they've got a good player, but there will be mistakes along the way. They will have to show some patience in order to help him along.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 14. First down, Buffalo.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Option play, here's Cook. 70 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And they take a knee. There's a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense